Alright, guys, let's go ahead on in then.
You know, Rich, when you do a vote like that, I'm pretty sure it just counts the majority. It
Majority
doesn't
counts.
actually
So
wait for all
when we're
12.
done, I'm going to try something else then here, because there are multiple parameters you can hand in, and I'm kind of just learning how to use them right. I was messing around with some of those, so I'm going to try another parameter and see if I can get 100% vote before it appears over. Because that may be the majority.
Because I was like, that vote was
Yeah, because they finished. You know what? That's something to go check at too. Try the other parameters when I hand it in next time and see. My one buddy, he was looking for a way to go find what instance people were in, so I started playing around with that one too, and I'm getting like different instance IDs for like 2 people in Deshaun will give a different instance ID, so I think I figured out what it is, but now I need to go test it where like, alright, we know you're both in different instances and 2 other people are in the same and see if it returns the same one. It's nice that you can do that.
That sounds like a frag lord thing, where you're trying to recruit for tribe.
Well, and what he was doing is when he does farming, right? He does farming, and these bots keep going in our fucking farming spots. So we wanted to say, all right, find someone who's not in the same instance as me if these bots are here, and then port to them, because you'll jump their instance, and then as long as you don't leave the area, you are still fine. But if you're Stam, you can stop right here on the ledge, and we can burn down on top of the ledge here. If you're Mag and you want to hop down, that's fine too. But I'm just gonna stack up right here to burn these guys down. My phone died. Okay, I didn't put it on the charger when I late. Like I was only gonna sleep for like another hour or something like that, watching the TV. The next thing you know, I wake up and it's dark outside, and I turn my phone back. She actually came home and she was like, "Didn't know if you were dead laying here, not answering the phone, or like, you know, did we get like robbed and they tied you up in the basement, or?" Usually my phone's never off, especially like, you know, my work phone. I'm on call 24/7, so it's supposed to be on, but both phones were dead, and I'm like, God. So the guy kept calling me like 15 times last night when we were running. It was driving me nuts. They had a new person starting, and they didn't have him have access yet, but they didn't ask for it, so then they wanted me to like get on in the middle of the night and do it for him, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. You guys forgot to go ask for it. I'm not gonna ruin my night. Just... Yeah, exactly, exactly. Alright, everyone can hop on down. Let's go burn this trash. For the next fight, not the very first one, the next one, we'll need people to go up top. Does anyone want to volunteer for that? Preferably, people that can, there's not a whole lot of burn. You gotta do a little bit of single target, then get a switch, a little more single target, hit another switch. So, it's not impossible to do with AoEs, but it definitely helps to have decent single target stuff. No one else speak up at once now. Okay. Cal, you dick.
The realms are bleeding together around the locus.
Alright.
Like the plane belt.
For real? Okay, Cal. For real, if you're actually being serious, you definitely can.
So, yeah, he's never been up top.
Okay. So you can ride this guy up top, these portals right here. And up there are 2 switches for each person to hit. So typically what we do is we have one person go up at like 3 o'clock and one person go up at 9 o'clock if we're standing at 6 o'clock right now. And then after they hit they kill the ad, they hit their switch, they rotate around the clock clockwise, they kill their ad, hit the switch, and when both switches are when both switches are hit, it's finished. You can then ride the portal back down. You only have like 4 or 5 seconds to get back in that portal and ride it back down, otherwise you will get blown up top, and then your dead body falls down and kind of bounces. So it's really important when you're up there though that once you get ported up, you step forward off of the portal. After a couple seconds of getting ported up, that portal opens back up, and if you haven't stepped forward, you just fall right down. So
and there's
4 switches. Yep. So each person will be responsible for one ad, one switch, and then if you're fast burning, go help the other person with that last switch. And that's typically what we do. So let's see here.
Oh, which direction do you want them to
Well,
look
usually go
for more
clockwise.
at?
So Ralph, if you go up here at 9 o'clock, which would be to our left, and Cal, you go up at 3 o'clock to our right, and then you guys both move clockwise, that'll be good. That means Cal's at 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and Ralph, you're at 9 o'clock and noon. Make sense?
What about midnight?
Noon, midnight, whatever. Busting my chops here. No, alright, so Tech, you're going to go through, and I'm going to have you grab Positrix on the left-hand side. Biff, you're going to grab Negatrix on the right-hand side. What we're going to do is we're going to bring Negatrix into the group first. We're going to burn him down to about 20 to 15%, and then Biff, you're going to take him away. At that time, Tech, you're going to go through and bring Positrix in. We're going to burn Positrix down till he's totally dead, and then take him back out. Well, not take, then you're done, right? Then we're bringing Biffs back in. One thing we had problems with last time is, though we're all going to stay here on the center platform, some of those AoEs end up getting dropped, and then that burning down the group real quick. So even though we want to stay stacked over here, if we get like a stack of those AoEs on the center pad, just step off to the side to it a little bit. You know, if it's generally in the center of the pad, let's just have everyone kind of shift to the left a little bit. If it's on the left side and covering half of the left side, we'll then shift to the right a little bit, and then just still try to stay as one mob so we can still get healed, and then we'll just kind of do that. If it's kind of on the left and right, we'll then go forward, but let's just all try to stay together, just look for that open hole, and then we'll kind of call it. But last time when we all just stood here, that AoE became very overwhelming quickly, and then we had deaths, so.
If you get too far out, they will jump and stun you, and someone else has to interrupt.
Good call. So I have Crushing Shock on my bar too, so if I see an interrupt that needs to get hit out there, I will try to get it. I don't know if anyone else is running Crushing Shock, but
I have no idea what this range is, but that was what was happening with me last time, thinking positive.
Okay, good thing to bring up then. So I think that we're pretty much good to go then here. Let's go through and have Tech, you can kind of get over there on the left-hand side and get ready to pull yours. Biff, you're going to kind of stay with the group because we're burning yours down to 15% first. Healers, if we can have one of you, like George, if you want to watch the group, and then Lily, if you could watch the group and also the tank that's out on the side as your priority. Throw them a shard every now and then, a bubble, whatever we need to do to keep them with their resources up. That'd be great. And then,
do I need Purge slotted for this one?
So I've heard Purge was greatly reduced here. I think it's still good to have one person run it, because I am still seeing, when you do Blessed, whatever, I still see the Purge option, but I heard it's greatly reduced, so we're not going to have the DPS run it, but if at least one of the healers has Purge on there, that you can hit, you know, every other rotation or so, I think that should be fine. But the third fight will also be Purge.
George, because you're going to be mainly with the group.
Yes, what's Purge under?
Support.
Yeah, Alliance support. Yep. Efficient Purge, or I don't know what the other one is. I always do efficient, but that's because I'm not a real healer when I run it.
Okay.
I mean, also you have the other one, right, that people have to synergize, so it's not the end of the world if you have that one on Lily and he has efficient Purge or whatever Purge he runs.
Well,
you know?
yeah, extended ritual is always
extended.
Fun,
Yeah.
Templar's build, but Purge doesn't require people to synergize.
Don't
Jim,
say
seeing your
always,
orbs tricky. Take the goddamn orb.
I gotta get that Citric skill over there. Yeah, that you're rocking. I seen it, Ralph. Alright. So Ralph, you know where you're going, right? Your left side. It's over there. Cal, you're gonna be right side going up to the top. That's on the second boss, so we can get through that. Just burn this first one down, and then you guys can get kind of in position and get ready for it. So, let's go through, and I want to try one other thing here real quick.
If you see shock coming towards you, please move. Don't just stand there.
I'm gonna try this other parameter pass down with reflection. There it is. Okay.
That was a more reasonable time.
Yeah. Yep. So I'll double check on the parameters, but I think I know what's going on now. There's an election type and then the election parameter you hand in for the string, and so it's the election type. But I'll play around a little bit more. One may be 50, one may be 75, one may be 100. I don't know. We'll figure it out though. Plug and chug. All right, if everyone's ready to go here, let's get into position. And Tech, go ahead and get to your left side. Get ready to grab yours. Then pull it in. I'll be able to bring yours in. Don't attack that left one first. We're attacking Negatrix first. Perfect. Yeah, but Biff ended up dying, and then got a little crazy here.
So,
never mind, that was good.
just burn Negatrix.
Yeah, we're just gonna go execute here. This way at this point.
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright. Negatrix is down here, so you can bring yours in. I got backup heals. Pick up resins, guys. Pick up resins.
May I interrupt that guy, please?
Alright, now everyone just burns out here. Get out of the circle, there's the AoE down there. Just step to the side a little bit. I saw it sparking on him again, and I did some heals over there, and then a second later, I just watched his health go all the way. I don't think there was much avoiding that.
We'll figure this out.
Yeah.
Trial and error.
Alright, so this is the one that we're going to have the portal ups here. So, I guess, Phil, remember left side here, Cal on right side. And then as you guys go up, if someone ends up dying and you're down and you can't go up, I will fill up for backup. I'll just look for whatever one someone went up on and adjust from there. Once you go up, head around clockwise around the circle, just so it's easier for everybody. That way, no matter where you're at, you kind of know. And if there's no ad and the switch isn't glowing, the switch is glowing, right? So if these things get confused and people die up there, if the switch isn't glowing, then keep on going. If the ad's gone but the switch is glowing, you still got to hit it and move around. Either somebody missed it or whatever, but it's real simple, just disenergize it. As for on the ground, Tech, you're going to take the main boss after we kill this trash, and then Lily, if you can kind of grab the ads. In this fight, the main boss is smaller than the mini ad boss. No, not mini bosses, but ads. And yeah.
I personally think Biff should take the ad.
Yeah, sorry, Lily. I'm so used to you healing over there. Or tanking. So, Tech, you take the main one. Biff, you take the mini guys here. There we go. There we go. I swear, I'll get it right eventually. But other than
Then
that,
we'll
it's
switch
just...
it around. We'll both start DPS.
I think we should be good there then. We know who's going up, we know who's tanking what. And then if it's down to, he's down to like last like 5%, we can just skip the ad and execute. But other than that, make sure we're burning down those ads as soon as they're up, and then going back to the boss. You'll see that AoE kind of flash around them. It goes around in a circle, and you can identify them pretty quickly there. They're the larger ones, and then we'll go back. They'll do that kind of like squat down thing like they do in the second stage of VMA, where they just go deactive for a little bit, or in Asylum, they go deactive and then come back up. So.
Tech, have you, do you know the shade mechanic?
Do I know the what?
The shade mechanic?
No.
And the shades. Okay, so with the main boss, at one point he's going to split into 4 shades, and when he does, you have to stand still and block facing the one that is doing the casting animation ports.
Okay.
If you don't, you will die and wipe the group.
Okay. I expect
What
that to
was
happen.
But do not move from the circle. If anything else, just stand in the circle and block. Since it's normal, you should be fine, but don't move from the circle. It's like Cradle of Shadows vet. Don't move from the circle when she's hunting.
Alright.
Nobody move, MFL. Thank you for the tip there, Lily. Definitely something to add in for the next time. But
Well, you know, I might have wiped this group a couple weeks ago with that, so.
well, yeah. A tank's perspective is always
I
good,
will
man.
attempt to learn from your mistakes.
Okay.
All
Trust me,
right.
there's plenty. So.
Oh yeah, no, there's plenty to go around. I have no doubt of that.
Right as we get started here, Tech, if you could do us a favor, grab those two, the Arbutus, the rollers, grab them and just overshoot the group and try to get them way in the center here. And if you can grab them that way, that'd be great. So, just go piss off the two little fabricants, do whatever, and it should be good. All right, let's go head on in, guys.
There was only one chest we were supposed to get with that first fight, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I want to make sure I didn't miss loot or something, so
No, that one just had the one, and then drop me down to they'll get a couple more, but we'll call them out if we're getting two dudes. That way you don't miss anything. Chances are, if you do, it's going to be that dagger I'm looking for still, alright?
hey, you know, if it's not anything I need right away, just ask. I'm more than willing to trip. You woke me up, shit. I got something waking you back up.
Interesting. These devices have all
We
reset themselves.
don't sell anything,
Do that.
although I've been known to
Another
bribe
surge in the
people.
rift. A big one. Prepare for the worst.
Alright, here we
There.
go.
Something's coming through. Another fabricant.
Here, Destro, all table when the minis come up. The minis are up. So bring them down.
Nice point.
That wasn't me.
Alright, we is...
Is that up what you were talking about?
I'm watching it though.
No. You'll notice it when four of the things pop up.
Structure
Yeah.
up to something. They're empowering that fabricant. A few
Alright, head on up.
minutes
Head on up,
left.
Cal. Go.
There. Stand on those levitation sigils. I'll see you momentarily.
Go and use it.
Wind up break.
Alright, add it up again. We'll just put a big guy. Cal's up, down, top, come on. Go up top to help. Head up top to help. Might have missed the switch. I don't know how long Cal was down for.
Yeah.
If you got it just in time, maybe. Oh, the switch hasn't been hit yet either. Nope. They just wanted to switch it. So up top there was one of them. Yeah, Cal, I tried saying that in advance. So when you get up there, you have to step forward off that platform, otherwise it'll open back up and pull you down. No worries, though.
But that fabricant is still resonating with the rift. Destroy it quickly.
Get a gesture alt. Now's a good time to drop on the group over here. Main boss is over there. The wrists are up. Looks good. $700 is burn him down. Just burn him down. 300. Got him. Alright, guys. Yeah, sorry about that, Cal.
Rift is stable. Let it not be said that there
And,
was a portal
yeah,
high
get your loot. It looks like everyone got the chest because it's gone.
Fred.
And we'll ride it up on the center.
Divinity brought her.
The chest for the first one, yeah, for the first boss. The second one is just up on the guy. So this is the spider. We've had some issues with it before, so we're going to do a slightly different method this time. The whole group's going to kind of chill right here at the very beginning. And what we're going to do is we're going to send Tank over to the right. We're going to grab all of the shit and bring it back towards us here, burn down. And then the group as a whole is going to move over to the left. And then we're all just going to go over there and burn shit down. Right as we get up... Oh, yeah, gross. Alright, so, see your bit. You want to come with me out to the right, and then me and you will head out here and grab the trash.
That was totally my fault. I apologize.
I knew it was. I wasn't going to call you out.
I jumped on it and did not mean to push that button. I was just trying to do the self-heal one, not the pounce.
Alright, let me just grab this last one from afar. Alright, we can turn around and head back. They're all coming here. And the whole crew's behind us here. I've kind of been pre-damaging them on the way. Alright, everyone can just take a step to the right here a little bit. We're just going to burn them all down right over here just to make sure that we don't have any turnaround. Here they all are. Right. Cool. The group as a whole, we're going to go through and move over here now to the left. We're just going to drag everything and kill it at the end, so don't worry about stopping and killing it, aggroing, and it'll follow us along. Make sure we stay here as a nice group here. I will stay behind the group just first heal if needed. Don't worry about stopping and killing stuff, guys. Just keep coming. They will follow, eventually. Then in that front group, whoever's up there in the very front, just split out as soon as you see that big guy here. I don't have my mini map on, so I don't see it 100%, but it should be getting here pretty soon. Just don't go over and don't aggro the big guy, the big spider.
Custom hard mode, Rich. Custom hard.
Alright, you guys are coming up to him right now, so just stop here at this platform right where we're at right here. Don't go any further. We're gonna burn them all down right here. Save your ultimates. We're gonna use those ultimates here when we are burning down the main boss. Guys in the back, come up here. We have a string coming here behind us here. We're gonna get those down before we start. Build your ultimates up. And George, you have your warhorn ready, right? So save your warhorn. We're gonna use yours on the first pull here. Alright. Everyone head over this way with me. This is the first switch, so we're all gonna stay right over here where I'm at right now. And let's go through and have Biff. You can just run out and aggro him, and then everyone but Biff stay over here. Biff will bring him. As soon as he gets to this shock pylon, I'm going to stun him, and that's when we need to drop everything we got on him right there.
Alright, who's doing horn first?
I have.
George has horn first, yep. And then, Tech, do you have a horn ready?
I do.
Okay, you do horn at the second pylon, and then we'll each grab the third one.
Oh, shit.
Oh, alright, Tech, you're going to go through and hit horn.
Up.
Yeah, Tech, you'll take horn on the first one now.
Alright.
No worries at all.
Well, everybody's got a nice armor buff.
Alright, here he comes, and when you're ready. popcorn on this one.
Okay.
Like I said, don't worry about the ad, just kind of ignore him. We're gonna hit this switch and we'll put him down right here. Alright, go ahead, exit that. You got him here, perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, worked out really well. 2 switches. We almost had 1 switch. Almost.
We're ready for bed.
Lily's awesome.
For the diet bet. There you go.
Only loop is on the boss, right?
Yes, only loot's on the boss. When you come through the door, there's a chest and a heavy sack to your left. Grab those, we'll make sure everyone's got them. Looks like everyone's got your stuff. Alright, let's go ahead on through. We're gonna have a couple ad phases. We're just gonna stop and burn them here at the Octagon. Remember, target priority is going to be capacitors. They throw a nasty AoE on you. There's one here in the back left corner. They're a little bit more silver than the other ones, and they got like glowing hands. Identify who they are. We get them down, we can get the AoEs down, and then next we end up usually focusing here chains. We don't have that. Well, alright, nicely done. Around. Next one we're going to have a couple capacitors. So. Also, if you can roll through those beams, they help you out. Go through and bring these down. Capacitors on the left and the right. We should be focused them first. Ooh, clutch healing there, guys. Needed you to get to the other side of the beam, and then you can spike them back over here. God damn it.
Just them in the bad.
Give us a second here, get this last res, and then
Yeah,
we will go and...
I need a second. I need to reload.
Yeah, go ahead, good. Before you hit in, guys, just wait right here then, because we're going to pull all this trash down to the door. Yeah, and I think next time what we'll do is we're going to have everyone just run to the door and stand on this side, and then we can burn them down, facing outward, so you don't have those blades. Blades to steal your health and stam, and then the beam stealing your magicka just overall sucks all around.
Keeps showing me down that half health.
We got everyone on here.
Showing 100% from our side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it shows that I have half.
Yeah, my shit does that from time to time too.
Do I have to relog to fix that?
No, it'll fix itself eventually. Most likely when you die next, it'll fix itself. That's what usually happens for me at least.
Great.
Not if you die next, when you die next.
I thought reload UI might handle it.
It usually didn't for me, but you know, let's go to this next stage. Chances are someone's gonna die over here. If you'll have a chance to test it out.
You don't have food?
We're gonna grab all this shit. Everyone just run down to the door. We're gonna get to the door and we're gonna stack on the far right-hand corner of the door. The idea is to break line of sight. So we need everyone to get in that corner so that they come down to us and head all the way down. If even just one person is not breaking line of sight, they're not gonna come. So they'll just retarget you. Everyone down here as a group. Keep coming, we got you at the rear.
I'm down.
Yep, I'm grabbing you. Alright, turn it up. Down here. We can step out and burn these guys. Yeah, so we were short healers there, so that was kind of a... Pick a presence.
Right.
Okay, everyone get back in the corner.
Yep, next wave's
Yep, they're coming. Just get back in the corner here. Let's piss them off real quick, and then we'll get in the corner here. All right, everyone in the corner now. They're coming. Just stack back over here in the corner. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. Ones in the back aren't. All right, step out and burn them here. They're stuck on somebody's pet. Have an interrupt to hit these guys as they're doing that. Grading the list of things, you can interrupt them. We almost had them there, but they were on somebody's imp and they weren't coming. So. Alright. So this next fight up here is probably one of the more difficult fights of the whole dungeon. So we're going to cover mechanics for those of you who haven't run it with us before.
Had my fill of rooting through garbage while
There's a few things that we need to watch out for. So let's pop in here. We'll cover that. Then we'll divide up into teams first. So what we're going to do is, Biff, why don't you take far left group, and then Tech, you take far right group. Lily, take far left group. George, take far right group. And then we're going to have C Machine and Luke. You're going to be far left. Then we'll take Phil and Ramming. Why don't you go through and take far right? And that leaves here Chaz, me, Cal. Who did I forget?
Me.
Oh, and then you will be in the center group with us.
Okay, dude.
So if you take a look over here at the far exit side, there's the AoEs with the little grabby hand. Those will grab you and pull you down, and then you're going to be stunned for a little bit. They're extremely painful to deal with, so what you need to do is just make sure you're keeping an eye out for those and avoiding them here at all costs. They're going to be on the ground, just kind of watch your footwork. What we're going to do is we're each going to be burning down our respective bosses, Reducer, Reclaimer, and Reactor. When they get down to certain percentages, 70, 40, I think it's like 25, they're going to shield up. Only once all three are shielded, the tanks are going to bring them together in the center. That breaks the shield, and then we're going to separate them back apart and continue burning down. Once your boss is shielded up, go take a look to your left or right and go help out that other team, pick up reses, and just help everyone else out, burn them down, and get them to that stage where we have to break the shield. There's going to be another important thing to watch out for, which is the bombers. These suicide guys start on the edges of the arena, and they'll work their way into the very center on Reclaimer. Once they get to Reclaimer, they turn around and run at full tilt to somebody and blow them up. This will do damage and stun you. It'll knock you back into the grabbers, and it fucks up the whole thing. So if you have Destro ults, even if you're not on the center team and you see them coming in, drop your Destro ult on the center Reclaimer. That'll help burn them down on the way in and on their way out. If you see one coming at you, though, just make sure that you burn it down quickly, or, it's going to cause havoc. Even if you get out of the way, it's going to take somebody else, and, we had issues there. So that's going to be the most important. Other than that, it's just going to be a rinse and repeat, burn them down, bring them together, take them apart. And that's about it.
The groups are not evenly split. There are 5 people on the left side.
Let's see what happened here, because we did a tank and a healer and 2 DPS on each group here. So let's see, we have Luke over here, we have C Machine. All right, yeah, so Phil, you're going to be on the right side group. Wait a minute. Yeah. And Cal, you're in the center with us. So Phil, on the far right hand side. Did he move yet? I can't see. No, he's still over here.
I don't know who Phil is.
Yep. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Xanavar? Oh, what is it? XAR? XAR? Yeah, there you go. Ralph! It's Ralph, not Phil.
Okay, now left group has 3.
That's my fault there too. Ralph,
Okay,
I'm sorry,
there we
dude. Alright, I think now we're spaced out, right? Luke, you're...
Stop.
Alright, everyone... Okay, stop moving people from their groups real quick. Okay, I think now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on left. We have 1, 2...
See machine?
Jesus Christ, people, stop moving! Alright, we're all split into groups now. We have 4, 4, and 4. We should be good now. All right, there it is. My problem. I called Ralph Phil. That's what fucked it all up, right? All right, cool. We're all in our groups now. We all know where we need to be. Chaz and me have heals in the center, so that's why we have no healer here. But we'll be able to pop over and help people out as necessary. So I think we have it all covered there. Does anyone have any questions or anything else they want to add before we get going? Oh, purges. So healers, do you both have purge slotted, or does only one of you have purge?
I have purge.
All right, Lily, do you have purge or no?
Yes, I have a
Okay, cool. So our healers have purge. If you guys could occasionally go through and throw that out, we should be close enough in the center group. But if not, if you throw your ritual over here, we can purge off and
Oh, wait.
don't get hit.
Hold on.
Yep.
So as the tank, is there anything special I need to do on this one, or just?
Not really. You're gonna
Don't
hold your
die.
boss. But you know the most important thing is bringing them to the center here and getting them de-shielded.
Okay, and as soon as the shields are down, move them back away.
Yes.
So start buffing each other.
Yes, yes. So you'll see them just kind of like the first boss. They have that electricity go between them. That's what takes down their shield, but it also buffs them. You know, if the group has really high DPS, they sometimes just stack them in the center and ignore that. But since we're pulling in that 160 range, we should probably make sure we separate them. So they'll kneel down. As soon as they're done kneeling down and get up, just bring yours right back away and get it to its respective spot. And yeah, that's about it. Once your boss is down as a tank, keep an eye on the other ones here and pick up reses since you won't be doing as much DPS. And yeah, that'll be the good one there. I mean, just work on it that way and we should be fine.
You don't really have to
Oh my
worry
God,
about
Cal.
the Cal and
Luke, they're both
you don't really have to worry about the kamikaze bombers as a tank, but the grabby hands will kill you.
Okay.
And that seems to be the one that causes the most problem here. Is the grabby hands pull you down and then you're held there and
Can
And then
someone
you get
release
hit with
from
other damage.
that, or
excuse me?
can someone release you from that if you're held down?
No, you are in there till you get back up. That's another thing too. I've seen people get knocked down with it, and I'll res them, and then they will get up before it's gone. Don't get up thinking you can just get out of it quickly. You cannot. So if you get resed and the grabbies are still on you, wait for them to disappear.
And Tech, are you on the right side?
Yes.
Okay, then a good place to tank yours is right where that NPC is standing right now.
Okay.
Divide fire or whatever. That's usually far enough away from the main boss that you don't get the buff.
And
Or
Biff's
the
the kind
middle
of thing, you kind of have a little jut out, and then you have another machine over there. If you bring him a little bit more to the left, that kind of gives you a little bit of wiggle room here too. So, I think without further ado, let's go through and get started. We're going to do a real quick ready check here.
Yeah, sorry, Biff. I haven't tanked the left side. Can't help you. Good luck.
Hey, I'm gonna do one more quick test over here. Just do me a favor, everyone ready up. Lily, don't ready up here just for a second, and then I want to see if it does pass with you or with you not. All right, Lily, go ahead and ready up now.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's 100%. Perfect. Found what we needed. Thank you, guys. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead in here and knock this shit out. You're just gonna hold them over there. No, hold them over there until they're shielded up. You only are gonna move them when, and you'll see that his bar goes gold like he's shielded up. Pretty sure it's 70%. Yep. All right, center shielded. Don't help out left.
Yeah. Yeah, now.
All right, left shielded up. All right, bring them together. Go ahead, guys. Look out for grabby hands. Kamikazes are starting to work their way in. Up, left is loose. Where's Cal at? Okay. Yours is loose over there. Here. Are you okay, Tech? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, no worries. You can grab yours here.
Time.
Yeah, they're both on the left-hand side, yeah.
Move down.
Alright, up with you, Biff. Come on, fucking thing. Up.
I started dragging him.
We got a lot of resin on the left-hand side.
Oh, I'm down. I got bombed into one of those.
It's gonna be a wipe, guys. Let's wipe here. If you guys can recover it, great. But there was only 2 people up when I said that. Actually, now there's 4. So if we can get people up, great.
The fabricants are getting up again. Durable if nothing else.
Let's go over here. Okay, yeah, tech, so move your boss farther away.
Yep. See how he has that bar on him? There we go. You don't want that lightning going. And if you guys are up, start picking up reses here. We still have 4 people down. 5 people.
Junkyard is stirring. Be wary.
Alright, looks like everyone's back up. We got bombers moving in. Watch out for the bombers. Bombers out. Watch out. Watch out.
Alright, we're shielded.
Alright, hold on. We're still working on center. Alright, center shielded and left shielded. Alright, bring them all together.
Now push them over the brink.
Okay. Make sure you grab yours. Alright, take them back apart. Easy.
That tank is down.
Alright, can someone grab good?
I got it.
Okay, you focus on that guy, since the boss seems to win.
Machines like garbage. Ha!
Alright, go back up here.
Do I need to bring
Res-
them together because they're shielded?
No,
No,
not yet.
keep
All 3 of them have to be shielded here. And we got a whole bunch of kamikazes forming here in the back. Watch out.
both healers down.
Come on, fucking thing.
Now it's gonna be a wipe.
Yeah. Well, and if we go too long here, you notice these bombers start forming around the wall and just immediately blowing up. And that just means that we're taking a little bit too long to burn them down. So, I mean, the main issue that we had was one of the bosses had popped over on the left-hand side, and when they were stacked up there, they kind of just killed everyone on that side. So then it was a struggle to get back up. We lost some time, and like I said, not the end of the world. It's happened once. It's a tough thing to go through and tank this one, so especially when it's your first time doing it. So don't feel, even if it's not your first time doing it, it's still a tough one, I know.
Yeah, it's very tough.
So don't feel bad about it at all. While they're still shielded up, you can go through and just go through and relay down your taunt. So as soon as they get back up, they're already back over to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and I think that was really the main issue we had there. So it wasn't like there was a lot of other major issues. But once that starts going on too long, the bombers start forming around the edges of the room, and they form in stacks of 2, and they start just blowing up, which is really just, it's impossible to res someone at that point. So
Yeah.
that's on the edge at least. So. But I think we're good there. Everyone just do a double quick check, make sure your armor's all good to go, you didn't break anything, your weapons are charged, and we'll go in and head on in again. Same process, everything's the same. Like I said, we just had that one little issue, and then it amplified from there. So.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I just got smacked to the ground, and then I was bouncing between like 3 major AoEs, so I couldn't get up and shield myself. So
Yep. And those out ones, they spawn every 5 seconds, so then it becomes a nightmare. So, all right, if everyone's ready to go here, let's all go ahead and move in and go and check you guys out. If someone can alley drain that center one too, that'd be cool.
Yep, there you go.
Thank you.
whoever's behind the boss, in our group, come forward. You don't need to be behind there.
Well, watch out for those grabby guys. All right. Center is shielded.
Damaging the others.
Working on the left side with them. Almost there.
Right as shield.
All right, bring them together.
They're reviving
Bombers are in. Bombers are in.
Deal with them quickly.
Suicide. Kamikazes.
Watch out for bombers.
Holding a circuit. Breaking those links may weaken them.
Alright, bring that left one away, or the right one away a little further here. There you go, perfect.
I had to wait for it to come back up.
Gotcha.
Just maintaining my aggro on him.
Nope, that worked. I saw as soon as he got up, he ran right over me. That was perfect. Careful, we got bombers coming in again.
It's gone haywire.
Right center shielded. Left's almost there. How's right side group doing?
Somebody needs to get ramming.
Alright, right side shielded. Alright, bring them together. Okay.
Circuit is active again.
Grab me here. I'm here. Fuck.
Can someone please use a horn?
Check. Alright, center shielded. Working on the right side now. Right side shielded. Left's almost there. Alright, go ahead, bring them together. You get a Destro alt, drop them on the center here so we can burn them down at the same time.
Now beyond tech. Reforming their circuit could overload them entirely.
I'm gonna get this first one down and then I'll pick you up here. Okay, center is done. Left's almost done. Left is done. And right. Perfect. Perfect. Told you it's a little bit of a chaotic fight here, but you know, we got through it, so that's the important part.
The main thing is not to panic and just focus on what you're doing.
No, that's a really good point, bro. They screwed us on a chest on this one, bastards. There's only 2 heavy sacks in one chest. Which is interesting, because chests are usually pretty static. I know that they once worked, but,
In Ars Corinium today, I had 4 chests in one map.
there's a video of some guy running AA, and he ended up pulling like 29 heavy sacks.
What?
Yes.
That feels like a cheat 20 heavy sacks.
There's only one
think
jar in here.
Yeah, there's usually, to the left side, there's 1 jar, and the right side, there's 2 on a pedestal, unless they screwed us there, too.
Nope,
No.
nothing but one jar.
Oh, I got
I'm
1
seeing
jar
2.
and 2 on the, yeah, 2 on the pedestal.
Do you know your right and left?
I usually get junk in there anyway, like a little belt or an arm piece or something.
Cal got a purple motif. Nice.
Yeah, I see that. Dreamer sword, huh?
Yeah, right, Cal. That's easily 50. No, it's actually 6, but still. 6K is a good sale price for that one.
Oh, he's giving discounts to guild members. That's why it's 2K.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll go make 200% on my return. Go ahead. $21 sales isn't a huge sample, but still.
In 32 days tonight, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. It's not super long, but
So I have to ask, that one there, Tech, rims with teeth. That's nothing to do with Lady Chatterley, right?
Alright, we're gonna pull this first group of trash over here and fight them at this gate. You guys can just hang over here. We also have those capacitors we're gonna be focusing first. Found if you stand on the other side of the door, your damage isn't in a lot of times, so you only get on the other side of the threshold. I think they started doing that when those that one guild was cheesing Asylum and doing hard mode through the door where they couldn't get hit. Now you gotta go through the threshold to get them, but...
Yeah, I couldn't even jump through the threshold.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cal, you were looking at TTC. Okay. I'm also like the guilds I run them in are in the higher turnover areas.
How's it roll?
Yeah, mine's in Raw and Deshaun and Wayrest. So just head over here. Don't step in the water. Just keep heading all the way up, and then we're just gonna burn them on top of these stairs up here. Don't go out into the hallway too much though, because then you're gonna aggro the ship in the hallway. You have pets. Yeah, we'll go back in the chest there. Bring them up top here so that we're not getting pulled back down in the water. So you get stuck on pets. Like it looks like he's getting stuck on a pet here. Someone made us have to jump down there and get him. All right, fuck it. Let's go down there and get him. Pets to the rescue again.
Rescue.
Alright, there's one chest and one heavy sack over here. Interesting. That's interesting. There's such a large delta with. We both have the same amount of sales. That's just a big delta over there.
It depends on what trading groups you're in.
Yeah, yeah. But we're both in like larger hubs though too, you know. So. it's funny
I
that-
also have a tendency to screw with Cal's master merchant, so.
No, you also get those ones that people liquidate a lot of stuff. They don't care about it that much, you know. That ends up offsetting things. The events definitely offset like the prices. I know Banglair chests were like, you know, $250,000 easy, and now they're down to like 90K or something ridiculous because of the event.
I was buying tempered like a 6K.
Wow,
so.
it's getting really hot in here. Oh, heals! Thank God for Earthcore, huh? I would have been dead several times over.
Sucking so much that. I'm joking, Dad. You were genuinely the rock in the group. No chest over there either. There is a chest and a heavy sack up here in front though, so. Advanced at that.
Biff, is that why to me? And why I buy at those prices? I was too lazy to go look at multiple traders, so I just bought from the one that I had.
It's crazy and rich.
See, I'm the opposite, man. I'm like, I'm scanning everything and like, oh, this guy has for 3 gold less in another city that I have to all the way over there, but I'll do it, you know? I paid 150 gold for the port just to save 3 gold on the purchase, right? Go ahead and drag this stuff over here. We're just gonna burn it at the bottom of the stairs, and then we'll go up and grab the rest of the shit on top of the stairs.
I was thinking about offering someone 5K for Kuda, so they just send it to you so that you have
If you're ever online, you let me know, man. I have shit tons. I buy every time I see gold maps, 2K for Kuda and Rosin and 4K for Wax and Tether. I buy them. Just so I can, you know, if I know I need money, I can resell them later. But people are always like, hey, I need 5 of these and 10 of these. Except for my one buddy, he's like, hey, do you have wax? I'm like, yeah. He's like, alright, can you sell me 80 of them? What? Oh, man. Can't sell you 80 of them.
See,
So
I was gonna buy 100 Kuda at 5K each. Just
Oh my god. Yeah, I'll sell you 100 Kuda at 5K each. Seriously, I'm over to trade with me. There's a capacitor up here at the top. We're gonna burn these guys down. Let's focus everything over here. He's one of the tanks here. He was doing master rits, and I guess he wanted to do a couple things. I don't know, I guess, or... Yeah, this capacitor's back here. One of the tanks can grab them and just kind of draw his ass over here. Wonderful. Right there, my pressure alt right here.
oh yeah, someone wants me to heal. In so much shape.
2 chests and 2 heavy sacks. A simple on the one side and a simple on the other.
Yeah, finally finished golding out all my tank stuff. Oh no, you should heal. Oh, okay.
Oh god, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Got a nosy out if anyone needs to sell.
Yeah, I just hit the same thing, man. That's why I said sorry. Stupid mistake. A bunch of intricate shit stuff I need to pawn off on Lily again. Sorry.
Intricates.
Yes?
I usually go through and just give them away to people. There's usually someone in the guild who needs them, and I'll send them until they start rejecting them back to me.
I'll start pawning them off.
There was one guy I was sending. I saw him buy a bunch of jewelry off me, so I sent him a whole bunch. And then one day I got like 15 of these mails rejected, and I'm like, you couldn't have done it like while I was doing it, right? No, you had to just. I sent you so many of them that. Thank you. All right, now the real fun begins here. All right. So, has anyone in here not run this fight before?
Me.
All right.
Me.
Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over just a couple things first. First and foremost, we're going to go over execute position. So I need everyone to come here in the center of the room. This is only for execute. But what we're going to do is we're going to have the 2 healers on these 2 posts right where I'm at now, and right where I'm at now, and the 2 tanks on these posts right where I'm at now, and right where I'm at. Yeah, George, why don't you come over to this one right here I'm at? And then you and Lily can stay over there because she's already over on this one. Right where my merchant, perfect, yes. And Lily's over there, yep. Lily's stay right there. And then Biff will be right where I'm jumping at right now.
Assuming manual control.
That's Biff. And the DPS, you're all going to get on the octagon. You're all going to go through and stand on one of the corners of this octagon so everyone knows kind of where they're at.
Need anything?
We need 1 person on each of the points, right? There's 8 points, 8 DPS. Everyone should be on a point by themselves. And what we're going to do is we're all going to go now for the final execute phase. We're going to orient ourselves so we know which one we're going to go to. And I'm not going to go stay on top of Lily again. Now, a good thing that works good for me here is if you look behind the boss, there are the blue bars behind that door, right? That's the exit door. And the other sides look somewhat about the same, but that's the only one with a blue glowing door. So I usually use that to orient myself. So if everyone looks at the boss, look behind them, see that door, look at your position, this is where you're going to go for the final execute phase. It's important that we're not stacking on top of each other because there's a lot of damage, and if you end up stacking, it's going to overlap between 2 people, and then the healers can't keep you up. When we get down to the final stage of 25%, we're all going to end up jumping down here, and we're all going to immediately get into our position and start to do execute. While we're doing that, let's just kind of cover the rest of this stuff. If you guys all look at the boss, the whole group's going to be up here on the right-hand side of the platform. So everyone's going to be up there where I'm shooting at right now, with the exception of the tank. And then I'm going to be over here on the left-hand side, just to have a shield and a heal, that I'll be tanking the right-hand arm on this left side. Everyone else should be up there except for the tank and me. As we're going through, you'll have to hop down. So we're going to get up there and burn. At certain percentages, he's going to start to move to the center of the room. That's when we're all going to jump down into the middle of the crack, right where we're at, right here, where I'm at, and we're going to stack there, burn down a terminal, and whatever ad is left, and then we're going to go move to the second terminal. When we say move to the second terminal, you're going to come and you're going to run out this center platform, you're going to swing a right, and you're going to go over to this section, burn this terminal, and stay there. It's important that while you're doing that, you stay in this center area and don't go on the grates. If you try rounding this corner and you walk through this area where I'm at right now, you will die. This is all poison, it kills you very quickly, and people aren't going to be healing you because we're all in transit at that time. So just remember, stay on here. It looks like you're running into his feet, you're going to get squished. That's not the case. You will just clip right through them, don't worry. Run here, run through the center, and go to this side. After we're done burning down that terminal, the second terminal, we're just going to wait. And we're going to hang out right there, and we're going to wait for the boss to move. During that phase, if anyone is attacking the boss, that amplifies and reflects damage back to you. So it's important that pet swords recall their pet and kind of just chill there and wait. You can block while the blades are hitting you to build ultimate. Just note that it's going to burn your stam down very quickly. So if you're stam, that's not the best idea, but mag characters, that may work. After the boss is finished in the recharge phase, he's going to take a walk to his next position. On the first round, we're going to be back here, right where I'm at now, waiting, right? And as he starts moving, we're all going to head up this ramp right here. We're going to go up the ramp right away. On the second phase, he's going to start walking towards us. Everyone's going to run out to the center, make a left, make another left up the ramp, and go on that ledge. You may be tempted to just run up this back section. There's only like 2 seconds of free time before it's poisoned, and the majority of the people aren't going to make it. So don't do that. Everyone's going to go out to the center, left, and left. And on the third and last time we're doing it, you'll just run up the ramp to your left again. So you're going to go right up the ramp left, the second one out, to the left, and then the last one just right up the ramp. And we'll call that out as we're going through it. As we're killing the boss and working him down, the ads are going to spawn through the burn phase. We like to try to stop killing the boss when that happens so we can focus down the ads. And then we'll go through and continue burning down the boss. If one ad is left and he's starting to move, don't stay up there and try killing him. You will die, okay? So you have to go through and jump down immediately. The only phase that's really, really important is on that last phase. We really want to go through and get him done and finished off before he starts that move process, so we're not dealing with the ads at the final execute phase. So just something to keep in mind there. At 85, 65, and 45 is the times he moves. The last time is 25. So when we get to like 31%, 30%, we need to stop all DPS in the boss. Stop all of it totally, burn down those ads, and move. The other phases will stop at like 90, 70, and 50 and burn down the ads. If there's one left, it's not the end of the world. But that last one, we really need to make sure we're not dealing with ads at the same time. So really, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. You're going to get on that pillar, you're going to burn him down, you're going to pause, kill the ads. When he moves, jump down, get the 2 terminals, head back up, and just keep repeating that same process over and over. A big issue we have had with pet sorks is when he's in the recharge phase, your pet's still attacking him. You can hold Y and then tap your block. I sometimes have to do it a couple times, but I just hold Y and block, 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 and eventually your pet will break off of him and come back with you. So make sure you're doing that so you're not bringing damage back to the group, and then just hang out there until it's time to go head up. The boss needs to have, I guess, taunt or within range. Sometimes the tank ends up getting thrown away and the boss may jump. If that happens 3 times per phase, we end up wiping, so we're going to avoid that. Let's see here. Biff, we're going to have you down here tanking on the main boss. If for some reason something happens and Biff dies, Tech, you're going to jump on down there and take over for the main boss. I'll hop down and res Biff, and then we can go back to a regular process. If at any time someone has to jump down here in front of the boss, don't run up the platform behind him. You need to go back out here, swing a left, swing another left, and go up the stairs. But in essence, we shouldn't really need to do that too much. It should be either me or Tech jumping down there to go in case Biff ended up dying. So yeah, those are the big ones there, just making sure we have that. Once he gets to the center and does his recharge and moves to the next stage, the 3 jump process is reset, so it's not that big of a deal if he does 1 jump in there. But once we have 3, it's the whole group wipe, so we'll definitely try to avoid that one.
So who's covering the 3 o'clock rail?
The 3 o'clock, this is going to be Biff over here. Right? So Tech's on that side, Biff's right over here. Yep. George and Lily are going to be on the pillars right here where they're at, and then we're all in our spots. So everyone see where you're at, see who's next to you, kind of go from there. We've had a couple problems with that with the last time, so what I want to do is have everyone come over here, stand on me real quick, and then we're all going to move to our spots right now, like if it's execute. So everyone come over here just to make sure you know where you're going, you're not like, you know, jumbled around. So he's at 26, 25, he's moving. All right, everyone to execute. So everyone's going to run over and head to their spot. We shouldn't have anybody overlapping. Everyone should be on their place. Perfect. Yep, that's exactly what we need to do. So as long as we can remember that, just look at the blue door, look who's to the left and right of you, and get back to your spots. So without further ado, let's go have the DPS all get up there to your shelf. It's important to note, I'm going to go on a separate shelf as everybody else, so don't follow me, follow the pack of the group, and we will call it out when we move.
With you?
No, Tech, you're going to go up there with the main group. What you're going to be doing, Tech, is you're going to be going through and aggroing those mini bosses. You have your range taunt. One's going to spawn on my side, one's going to spawn down there, and the other 2 are going to spawn on your side. So just kind of aggro them with you and bring them in the group and help burn them down. Okay. You'll also be on primary res duty. If anyone up there dies for some reason, you'll go res. George, if you can focus the group, and Lily, if you could focus the tank and the group, that'd be great. Just throw down Biff Shark. You can kind of build. You know how to tank this, so I think you kind of know what you need there a little bit. So that'll work out good. And
Lily's not tanking.
yeah, she's healing though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, yeah, you just throw Biff Sharks down there. You keep an eye on him. I said, you know, she's tanked it before. You kind of know what you need down there. So just keep an eye on
Biff,
him. And
have you main tanked this before?
I think he did last time for us, right?
No, last time it was me.
Well, last time Biff ran with us. I remember. Not while awake. Yeah, I remember. That was like late night. So.
Okay, so when he will knock you back at some point, and that's when he's gonna do his jump. Just get up as soon as you can and run back to him as quickly as you can, because if you're away from him for too long, if anyone is away from him for too long, he'll jump more times, and 3 jumps is an automatic right.
Do you have the immovable skill on your heavy armor? I was wondering, because you'll see him.
Oh, yeah,
I see his arm pull back, and he does a fucking, big old uppercut to your face. I think when you see that, if you could pop that immovable, that should stop you. I think it should stop you. I've never tanked it, but I wondered if that was going to work there. I mean, it makes you immune to the knockback, so.
I mean, we're gonna try it the next time I tank, but no, I haven't had a chance to try it yet.
Just keep an eye on your taunt timer so it doesn't drain out.
Yeah. Originally we thought it was taunt, but I think Lily said last time she was taunted when she got thrown back and he still jumped, so I'm not sure if it's one of the other combination of the two.
I purposely logged this taunt for like 10 seconds and needed.
Oh, so she was trying to make the group fail. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
it's
you got to test
probably
that kind of
just
stuff out.
distance based, so anything with the charge would probably work out better then.
Yeah. Well, and if you have that, Cal, if you have that immovability, Biff, pop that guy, great. If you don't have it, great. But that might be a good test to see if with that you can block through that uppercut, and that might save you. It might not, but So, now, I'm not saying off of experience. I just thought maybe that might work.
Biff, what are you wearing? Is that why? Oh my god.
Oh, I love you, Biff.
At least he's wearing a bathrobe.
And this is wearing boxers.
Yeah, the
I
box.
was about to say the second part.
Okay.
Cool.
Besides that,
Anything else?
I zoned out during your explanation. Tell him to jump as soon as possible. Avoid the poison.
Yep. Don't walk in the grates. Don't go up behind him. That's fine, Biff. Just make sure you keep the bathrobe on. Alright, and once I see Biff out of his... Biff, you'll hop down in there, down below, and when Biff's down there, we'll do a real quick ready check, and we'll be good to go.
Someone's merchant over there is cheating. She's levitating on thin air.
Shh. Who's the merchant you talked about, man? I don't know what you mean. 60 degrees my ass, man. We had 1.5 feet of snow last week. I don't want to hear about it.
Oh, it's a nice, it's a nice brisk 86 where I am.
It's funny. Sometimes the orbs fall. Sometimes they don't.
I think we got over 0 today here.
Aye.
70 degrees in Phoenix today.
Biff, when you're ready, hop down in the channel below, and let's go ahead. Let's do it, guys. Alright, 90%. Great ads. Put the ads down. I got an ad on my side that's up. Stop DPSing the boss. Alright, jump on down here. Everyone jump down to the channel, bring the ads with us. Next time when we get to that 85%, let's make sure we take our dots off the boss. We'll burn this ad and then terminal, then we'll wait for the ad and terminal down before we go. Almost gone. Alright, everyone go head out, run out, and swing to the right. Just run through his feet, you'll be fine. One foot you can clip through, the other one you'll kind of bump against. We're going to burn this terminal down, and then we're going to wait here after we do that. Do you have a pet attacking the boss? Just hit Y and block and call him back. So still got one bird attacking the boss. The other pet sword can hit Y and block. That should bring it back. We have to tap it a couple times. There we go. They're coming back now. Shield here. Alright, everyone's gonna go through and head up this ramp right here. Up the ramp right here. Everyone up the ramp over here. Except for Biff and me. We're gonna run out to the center. And if anyone does have to go res or hop down, make sure you watch out for those grabby trash piles. Okay, we're coming up to 70% right now. At 70%, the abs are going to spawn. We're going to stop. Yes. On the boss.
As
Down.
abs?
Yep, so stop that. Take your dots and throw them somewhere else so they're not burning the boss down. The boss is at 7. Take 30 more damage. Take the abs down first. Got one more ad coming up with you guys.
Uh-oh, first jump. Ow.
Alright, all good. Ad's almost down. Nothing apart. Alright, ads are down. Let's go burn the boss. Alright, he's moving. Everyone jumping down into the channel. Get ready to burn the terminal.
Any day now. There we go.
Yep. Alright, terminal's down. Let's go out, head to the right. Staying on off the creek. Burn this guy down. Alright. Call your pets if you're attacking the boss. We're just gonna hang out here. Remember, after this phase, everyone's gonna run out to the center and swing a left, and then swing another left up the map. Except for Biff. Biff will stay down right here, and me, I'm gonna go to the right. Alright, go. Everyone head out. Swing to the left. Perfect. It's going to be 45%, so at 50 we're going to stop another 5. Yes.
Where's armor?
Yeah.
I fell down.
Oh, you fell down. Yeah, I see you.
Yep. Yep. We'll get him afterwards. Don't worry about Redstone.
Yeah, don't, yeah, we'll get him.
Oh,
We'll
ads
get him
are up.
during terminal stage.
You got
Ads are up.
dizzying swing. Wow, that took me out.
Never charge when you're up top. It doesn't stop you at the edge of the ledge.
We should have one more ad spawning now.
Adds
Ads
up.
are up on my side. Yep. So stop all DPS at the boss. Please throw your dots if you have to.
Adds down.
Yeah,
Second
one more
one.
up there. Yeah, one more up there. My side. Nicely done this time, guys. Alright, let's get the last percentage on the boss now. Jack, when we get down there, can you go grab,
Yeah.
thank you. Alright, everyone head on down.
I got
I
it.
got him.
Just bring the ad down with us. I didn't realize there was one still over there. Alright, first terminal down. Alright, we're gonna move as a group. Everyone come out to the right. 25, we're all going to move out to ads. It's imperative that we get all the ads. Save your ultimate for final execute phase. Call your pets if they're attacking the boss. Thank you. Remember, this time everyone's going to head up the ramp to the left here when we're done. Not now. Poison. Just run up this ramp to the left. You're looking at the door. Alright, everyone go ahead up the ramp. Except for me and Biff.
Wait a minute, this way.
Yep, everyone up the ramp, right back there up the ramp. Yep. At 30%, we're going to stop DPS to the boss. We're going to get all the ads down. Make sure you're saving your ults. Another 4%, we're going to stop burning the boss. Okay, stop DPS to the boss. Grab the ads. There's an Adam on my side. Yep, we got another ad coming up the stairs right now. He's a little slower than the rest. Let him come up before you DPS the boss. Alright, he's up there now. Build your ult on him if you need to. Okay, go back on the boss now. Remember, at 25, we're all moving to execute position. Alright, everyone head on down to execute position. Watch out for those grabbing hands. Don't step over the grabbing hands when you go in. If your spot's right on them, just move to the side a little bit.
So there is still another edit.
Alright, he's coming down with us then. There we go. Boom was in my spot. There we go. Okay. So grab that ass.
I'm working on it.
He's done.
It's down.
Execute boss. Got it.
Going up.
And boss down. Nice. Oh, look at that. My War Machine dagger in infused. Finally got that fucker. Nice.
Oh, shoot.
Woo.
Nice.
It's always nice getting the thing that you want yourself, right? You know?
I think I went
And
the wrong
infused,
way.
too. Yeah, you might have. There's poison over here. Go with one of the healers that get
Just boss drop, right?
Wait,
Yep.
Paul.
I was coming to get you, Chaz.
There's a chest and a heavy sack to the left. And just a heavy sack to the right. When you turn in your quest, you're gonna get a coffer. In that coffer, there's a construct repair part. I'm collecting those for the guild. We need 120 of them to make the 60 mil DPS dummy. So if everyone got one and they don't mind, I would greatly appreciate the donation. Like I said, I think we're still like 30 off or maybe 35 off. So a few more runs, but it will go into your craft bag under enchanting items. So you have to take that out of there and then it's open the trade. Ooh, Master Architect ring. That's a good one too here, Machine. War Machine ring. That's another good coffer drop.